The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the. Stepping into the box, Darryl Little. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, he rolled over that one. Not the most impressive single, but it's a line drive in the books.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ike Harmon. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning. Striding in once again, Darryl Little. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Darryl Little. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Little.
First pitch on its way. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. The 0-1 delivery. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Here you go, let it fly.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Ready once again, Jermaine Rogers. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. High pop up. Little as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 5. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darryl Little.
Darryl Little.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Now
digging in once again, Ike Harmon,
Ike
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit in the air out toward left. Quezada is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
The batter
at the plate, Christian Audemez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Quezada is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead in. Digging in and looking for more, Darryl Little, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Johnson rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Well, these guys aren't going away without a fight. Right there, that base hit brings them really within 2 now. With the batter coming to the plate, he jumps on one. You're right back in this game. That's what they're thinking right now.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shot. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Coming to the plate now, Darryl Little. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Pimentel ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a rather pedestrian. Into the box now, Darryl Little. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Into the windup and the pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Ready for another shot now. Darryl Little. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2. It's hit hard on the ground at first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away. Digging in, Ike Harmon. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Ready for another chance? Charles Cruz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Now batting, Rich Gomez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact.
Now batting
at the plate, Ed Schroeder, a hit in 2 tries so far. On the ground to third. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse. Striding into the box, Darryl Little.
Darryl Little.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, what a stop! The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. So striding forward now, Brandon Snyder. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Hit to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's an impressive swing on a tough pitch. A sinker from a right-handed pitcher going into the right-handed batter, and he's able to get the bat head out and hit it in the left field. That was really cool.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Stepping into the box, Odell Pimentel. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4 for 5 effort. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Into the box, Darryl Little. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, that's good hitting. 0-0. You want that fastball right where you're looking at it. Just take it right back at him. Nice swing.
Into the box now, Rich Gomez. And he is off, as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Rogers makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping up now, Ramon Salas.
Right fielder.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Little fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the plate, Darryl Little.
Third baseman, Darryl Little.
First pitch coming. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Runner runners off for second. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Lopes is on his way home. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Come on, kid, get off for it.
In now, Rich Gomez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Walker scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ed Schroeder comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, see it up, drive the
Looking
other way.
for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Salas moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run.
Hey, here we go, big
Trying to
guy.
pick
Wait,
things up where we left off. Darryl Little. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, no surprise, another single to lead off the inning here late in the game, but they haven't had a lot of runs. They've got a lot of hits today, but they haven't been able to put things together. I get credit to the pitching staff not allowing consecutive hits to hurt them.
Snyder is there for it. 1 out. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. So stepping in, Ramon Salas. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And he'll just beat the throw to second. Digging in, Darryl Little. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second.
Our final line score, first for the victorious.
This young team is introduced to one of baseball's lowest feelings, ending a series with nothing to show in the win column.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Stepping in, Darryl Little. And he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. On the ground to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, Matt, as you know, they haven't been scoring many runs lately. Maybe this is the catalyst to get things going for them and pull them out of this losing streak. That's a big RBI single for them early in the game.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gomes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now in the box, Charles Cruz. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darryl Little.
Third baseman, Darryl.
A decent lead at second. Here's grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, let's go now one time.
And now the runner's trying for third. Hit hard up the middle. In time to first, and there are two away. Striding in once again, Darryl Little. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hard hit ball to second. Ibar is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in once again, Darryl Little. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gomes racing back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Digging in and looking for more, Darryl Little. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision. Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Fans, our final line score.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the... Settling in now, Darryl Little. And pitchers beware, because he's been off the charts hot to start the season. Bouncer down the line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darryl Little. He'll lead things off here in this one-run swing and a liner. Foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Watt going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, Matt, that's his 8th game with that hit right there. 8 games in a row he's swinging the bat. We've been watching him over this week just scorching.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Boy, you talk about the hot corner. That's not what you want to see when you're in tight, but he gloves it for the first out.
Now batting, First baseman.
Ready for another chance? Charles Cruz. A base hit in his first trip. This one's down to third. Acevedo comes up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try on Otamaze. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. Ibar takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Ramon Ibar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Darrell Little, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Fielder number 20, Johnny Badalucco.
Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits. At the plate, Roger Francisco. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Darrell Little. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Hard on the ground towards short. Price is right there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing across here this half. Stepping in, Mariano Rincon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Mariano Rincon.
Hit on the ground to third. Little moving to his right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Fans, our final line.
A hitter on a hot streak receives kudos from his batting coach.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Digging in, Darryl Little. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darryl Little. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Little.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, that base hit right there extends his streak to 9 games. Now, we've been watching him. It's a couple series now. He's starting to swing the bat. You got to start paying attention to this guy. He's getting hot.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Quezada, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding in once again, Charles Cruz. 1, here it comes. Runners off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Digging in to try it again, Salvador Fernandez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, there's a 1-out infield single.
Digging in and looking for more, Darryl Little. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the line.
Only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball right side. Bird in the hole. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready once again, Charles Cruz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Charles Cruz.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Throw gets him for the 2nd out, but meanwhile the tying run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to.
Now at the plate, Darryl Little. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
There we go.
First offering on its way. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Quezada is after it. 1 run scores. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, I'd like to see this one again because at first glance it looked like a routine play, and yeah, it was. He just misses it somehow, and 2 runs come across the score. That's beyond costly right there.
Ready for another shot now. Christian Ademaze. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This one's down to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues. At the plate, Charles Cruz. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Charles.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
Our final line score.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. So striding forward now, Darryl Little. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Squared that one up just a little late. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Struggle 1 and 3 on the road trip. You never want to be in that position, but you try to pick up as many wins as you possibly can. That's why this game today is important.
But the throw is too late as he gave it all he had, but that'll be scored as an infield single. Coming to the plate now, Rich Gomez, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. So stepping in, Ed Schroeder. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. From the belt, the pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Ready for another chance? Darryl Little. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. The relay.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ed Schroeder. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first. The double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Christian Audemez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left. Standing in, Darryl Little. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, there's an opposite field base hit right there. He's off to a great start here in April, and maybe that's why, because he's using the whole entire ballpark, the whole field.
The right fielder, number 2.
Runners on the move for second. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Man, that was a textbook hit and run. Right-handed hitter hits it the opposite way behind the base runner. They're first and third. They're in business.
Settling in now, Ed Schroeder. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Schroeder.
Heading out towards shallow right. Salas has it in his tracks. 2 gone. And a relay home, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eduardo Quezada. Chopped weakly to the left. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1. Now in the box, Odell Pimentel.
Odell Pimentel.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded weakly toward third. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Standing in, Darryl Little. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Stepping up now, Darryl Little. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Well, this guy's having a pretty good season. That's a nice line drive. Look, Double-A. We see a lot of guys jump from Double-A to the big leagues. This is where you become a true prospect.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Rogers will put this one away, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight. So coming to the plate, Jermaine Rogers. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rogers.
Here you go, fellas. Let's go.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in, Lenny Hall comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hall.
Ready on 1 and 2. To third. Reined in. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Digging in, Darryl Little.
Baseman, Darryl Little.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Stepping up to the plate, Rich Gomez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gomez.
Ready with the 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Charles Cruz. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Charles Cruz.
Working for the punch out and the offering. On the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Christian Audemez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Stepping in, Darryl Little. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Matt, he's been hot recently. Another hit